Hi guys, it's Chantel again and I'm back with another video. And don't mind my appearance right now. You know, I got makeup going on and I look a mess right here. But we about to ignore that because as you can see from the title, this is the video on why I quit my job at Six Flags. So let's dive right in. I worked at Six Flags New England, which is the Six Flags in Agawam, Massachusetts. And it's not one of the biggest or anything. I think the biggest one is the one in New Jersey, to be honest, but that's the one I worked at. So all I can do is speak about this one. I don't know how the other ones are, but I know a lot of people say that working for Disney World is like magical. Six Flags is not. I made a list here. So if y'all see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. I made a list. Oh, ignore this too because my cat attacked my pencil. We're about to start with the cons because that's what I wrote first. I got the lipstick on. It's better. I mean, it don't match, but it's better than like nothing. Number one, okay, so me working there, like I worked there from February because the Six Flags around here, the Six Flags New England is now open year round. Like they do Christmas, like because it snows up here, so like during Christmas time they do like Santa stuff and whatnot. But before they started doing this is recent. Six Flags started opening all year, maybe like 2 years ago. It wasn't open all year. So I started working there from February 2015. That's when they started hiring everybody. And I quit in May, the ending of May at some point, because I just stopped showing up, but we're gonna get there. So I got hired for the store to be like a retail associate, whatever the fuck they call it. And I was lit because I thought I wasn't gonna have to fucking be outside in the heat. That's number one. Allergies, that was my first thing. I had developed allergies for the first time that year. So I was just like sick. I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. And so I'm like, let me take one of these little allergy medicines and see what happened. Finally took one and you know, like that's what it was. So when I got hired, I was under the impression that I was gonna, well, I mean, they tell you that they place you wherever they want you to go. But like I said, like, I was just thinking, like, I'm gonna be a lucky bitch. It's gonna be inside the places that have AC. Like, I'm gonna be a lucky bitch. And I was a lucky bitch. Okay, pause. Because I got hired in February, but from February, we did like trainings and like tours of the park. But the park didn't actually open until like, I believe it was March, because yep, it's March vacation, well, spring break, and then from spring break to like Memorial weekend, it's open only on the weekends. And then after Memorial weekend, which is like majority of the people in this area are like done with school, that's when it opens like every day. But then like in November, like the first week of November was when they would stop it. Like after Fright Fest, they would stop it. So, but in August, it would go back to just on the weekends. So, because years ago kids would like ditch school to go Six Flags, like wouldn't you? Like I would ditch school to go Six Flags too. But back to what I was saying, I had developed allergies for the first time, and the first month they had me in the store. Like I said, I was only working weekends, so it was like a month, and they had me in the store and everything was fine. Then it was like this cart. It was like they had me at this apple cart, and that was like the first time I was like, fuck, I'm about to die. I stood there my whole fucking shift, and like my face was starting to swell. They kept putting me in this like glow store too, which is like, it was like this little ass store. It's a store that sells like glow sticks and the glow hats and all that shit. They kept putting me there, and it had 2 doors and both the doors are open and it was no AC. Yeah, I'm watching the pollen blow in. It was at the point where my eyes were starting to swell, and customers were like scared to take money from me. Like they were like, what's wrong with you? I mean, the customers that knew what allergies was like, oh girl, I'm sorry, I feel bad for you, blah blah. But like it was bad. So I go and tell like my store manager, well, not my store manager, but like the department manager, and I'm like, can you not, don't mind all that, I'm packing. I'm like, could you not put me in that store anymore? Like, I don't want to be there. I can't look at my face. Like, customers don't want to buy nothing from me. So, like I said, at this point, we're only working the weekends. I only agreed for this job at Six Flags that I wanted to pay for my prom. That's it. My mom told me she didn't have money to pay for me to prom. So once I got my prom dress, my nails, all that stuff, Six Flags was like a fucking wrap. So everything that fell after this was like, I don't fucking need nor want this job. Okay? Okay, point 2 was breaks. So the way the breaks were you got a half-hour break, so you weren't allowed to like have your phone, nothing like on you. For one, you can't even bring like a regular purse inside of Six Flags. You have to have you buy like something clear, so they can see when you're coming through. And then when you come through, you're not allowed to have it like on you. You're supposed to go in your locker and that's it. Like, you're not supposed to have shit on you. So they deal with a lot of theft there, but that's something else we'll talk about. But yeah, so like, let's just say I'm in this store right here. So from your break, you have to walk from this store, go back. It could be close depending on where you work that day. And this goes to the people with rides and all that. Like, everybody works in the park. From where you are, there's a place where you have to go punch out for each department and where your lockers and shit are. And depending on where that is, you have to walk to the break room. So if that's far from where from where you are, that comes out of your break time. So that was very annoying. So some situations when you're on the other half of the park, just walking there and back takes up like 20 minutes of your break. So, and then to top it off, when you get there, they have like food and stuff for us, but you have to wait in line behind other people. Like, so it's kind of hard with that. Like I said, timing was like hard with the breaks. So let's not forget, you still got to walk back to punch back in. And like I said, the long fucking walks. So then from there, depending on, let's just say that your department where you were working that day is next to the break room, but because where you punch in and out at is over there, you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to keep walking back and forth. You can't just go up to any time clock and punch out. Like, you need to be for your department. So it was very annoying. And I'm like, and where we punched in like on a phone. It was mad weird. But yeah, that's how we punched in and out. And those long walks and we're crazy. Like, it was not okay. Like, and that's the thing, you couldn't even, on your break, you couldn't even walk the park on your phone. Like, if you were legitimately on break, they did not play that shit. Like, that's, I'm like, one thing's for sure, like, I could have been on the phone. That's cool. Like, I could have had 10 minutes on the phone. No, you could not be on your phone to the break room. That's, I'm like, that shit was bullshit. And to top it up, even if you were on break, customers stopping you, you were not allowed to be like, nope, I'm on break. Bitch, no. You best believe act like I didn't hear nobody. Nope, I'm on break. I don't fucking hear la 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 la. Nobody. Okay, this goes back into my allergies, which is, I don't know why I put it under this, but like, there was like they didn't play that shit about you like leaving early because you're sick. Like I said, like, they would see my face, like my eyes would be swollen. I wish I had pictures, like, look like somebody blacked my eye. I worked the whole weekend outside. I worked the whole weekend at the store. I went to school the next day, like, my eye was swollen. Everybody's like, yo, you got fucked up. And I'm like, yo, Mother Nature fucked me up. That's what this is. Motherfucking nature fucked me up. And they're like, oh, why don't you go get allergy medicine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, because I need to schedule an appointment. And at that time, I didn't have health insurance. Like, it was like a whole thing going on. So I'm like, yo, like, they killing me. Like, in my eyes, everything, like, it was bad. Like, it was real, real bad. And I go up to them like, I don't have to lie. Look at me. Like, and they're just like, well, we need you. So, and I'm like, all right, I'll go stand here. Whatever, customers ain't gonna buy shit from me. Y'all having me staying here, not gonna make money anyway, so it don't matter. And it was like that. Customers really, they would like throw the change at me and like keep the change. Like, they didn't want me to touch them. So I didn't blame them because I was looking crazy. Next point was, there was constant supervision. Like I said, they dealt with like a lot of internal and external theft. Like, Six Flags got, I don't know if you know, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. They got like secret shoppers and shit like that. And they like get on the rides and stuff. Like, that's like their job. So to like walk around the park and look like a regular person. So they ride rides, buy stuff, like, you know, they get paid to do that shit. So like with this, like working in the store, we weren't allowed to take $100 bill or a $50 bill from customers without supervision. So like, say you were working in a store, and mind you, managers, they operated like 3 different stores. So say your manager was caught up at this store and a customer tries to give you a $100 bill. All you could be is like, do you have anything smaller? Because if not, you're gonna have to wait for my manager to come and verify this. And that's the thing, they gave us like the pens to verify the money too, but they were like, they showed us like when we first got hired, like a book full of fake money that they have gotten over the years, and like a lot of them look real. And they were like, yeah, what they do now is like, they'll take like a $5 bill, wash it out, and put $20 on top of it, so it's real money. But so when you mark it, it looks like real money, but it's not. That's not the value it is. So they had like a lot of stuff like that going on. And plus, I know a lot of people who work at Six Flags and like did like the game department. You know, the game department, you walk around with money and like they give you a set amount every day. Like, even working at the register, they give you a set amount, and like, you know, to start off with, that just literally get their satchel and they just walk off with it. Like, I know plenty of people who done that. So I'm just like, I get why they are strict like that, but it was very annoying. You know how annoyed a customer would get when all they have, like, especially when they first got there and all they have is that 100 that they're trying to fucking break, and you have to wait. Like, you're just like, I'm sorry, I can't take this from you. Like, that's the thing, your drawer wouldn't even open. Like, you put $100, you clicked $100 bill button, like your drawer would be like numbers. Like, it was looking for your manager's numbers. Like, I swear to God, I'm like, yo, I can't open this drawer if I fucking wanted to. So That was annoying. That was very, very, very annoying. It was, like I said, it was just constant supervision. Like, you just needed permission. Like I said, you needed permission to get a $50 fucking bill. Okay? Also, too, we couldn't take coupons without their verifying it, too. So, that was hard. Like, even with employee discounts, like, the secret shoppers, like, after working there for so long and then walking around, you realize who they are. Like, you know them. And even the secret, like, shopper people, like, when they would come and try to use a discount, and like, we had to have a manager verify it. And I'm like, yo, this bitch is in here every day. Like, she clearly works here, but you know, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it was like no freedom. It was like constant supervision. Like, there was like no freedom. That was actually like the most restricted job I think I ever had. Like, that shit was crazy. Couldn't eat the food in the park. So like I said, they had like a specific break room for us to eat. So like, and they didn't sell Chinese. They sold like basic fried foods, like salads, chicken tenders and fries, tuna salad, like stuff like that. They sold shit like that. And like, you want Chinese food, you couldn't go get, like I said, like, you were on the clock. Like, they basically had it like, you know how Disney, you gotta like stay in character. Like, they wanted you to like stay in character, so you couldn't just walk up and go eat what everybody else was eating and stuff like that. But like I said, that's just, I guess that kind of makes sense. But it's like, I'm on break, who gives a fuck? But they have it where it's like, when you're in uniform, you're supposed to like be professional. So, oh, right here, you can have no colored hair, no long nails, no colored nails, no tattoo, no visible tattoos. Like, if you had a tattoo on your arm, they made people like wear sleeve things and wrap it up so you couldn't see them. Our discount was 30% off, and when you went in the park on your days off, you can get one friend in free. And of course, their shit was not 30% off. It was just yours. They can get in for free. But I don't know about you. You're working 6 fucking days at Six Flags. On your 7th fucking day, the day off, would you really want to spend your fucking day there? I didn't. I went there one time, and I worked there for like 3 months. One time. And I fucking want to be there. And that's the thing, half the time I was working on the weekends. Like, and it wasn't open on during the weekday. I mean, during the weekday. So it was like, I'm working on the weekends. I couldn't go there if I fucking wanted to. Didn't want to, though. You had to pay for your uniform. They gave you one shirt. And they made a fuss about the khaki pants because they wanted you to buy their khaki pants, but like, they didn't want you wearing Dickies and it saying Dickies. Like, they made it difficult for people like to find khaki pants because they wanted you to buy their pants. But yeah, they gave you one shirt and that's it. And then like the satchel thing, the clear thing, they said you could bring in your own as long as it's clear, or you could buy theirs, which was the whole point, buy theirs. You got left alone for hours. Like I said earlier, it goes into like the hundreds and 50 things. Like, your manager had to run like 3 other stores. So there are times where like, yeah, you're just left alone and there's just nothing you could do. You can call and all that stuff. But like, if they're, like I said, if they're hung up in another store, there's nothing you could, you're just left alone. Like, like I said, they had me in that Gold store for hours by myself. Forgot about breaks. Like, my breaks are last minute, like all that, just hours by myself. Leeds ran like 4 stores. I already said that. No AC. Some stores had AC. Like I said, the first store I started off at had AC in it. But they switched me and that one didn't. No management support. Like I said, I was fucking sick. They was not, when I was sick, my allergies was fucking kicking my ass, and they didn't even want to give me anything. That's the thing, they couldn't give me anything for my allergies because I had just developed them. I hadn't gone to the doctor because I didn't have health insurance to sit there and have them be like, yes, you have allergies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't on my record that I had allergies, so they couldn't just give me allergy medicine. So that was that. It wasn't a fun job. I got that here. It wasn't a fun job. So it was just fucking hot. Like, you remember, it's fucking summer, it's just fucking hot. You're watching everybody else have fun. Yeah, they work you like crazy. Don't get me wrong, Six Flags is like good money because they work you like 6 days a week, like 80 hours. I mean, 80 hours, 8 hours a day. Like, they fucking really will work you and not care. Oh, you're not allowed to leave the park for your break. Of course, you're not allowed to go sit in the car, in your own car on your break. No, you go to that break room and that's it. You're not allowed to leave. But you could have guessed that. Like I said, there was no fucking freedom. You could have guessed that. Everybody was miserable there. But, I mean, and he asked me, even the customers were. Hello. Now, let's get into the cons. I mean, the pros. So the pros are, they had employee days where like I said, the park, I don't know if they still do it. They probably still do it now. But like I said before, the park wasn't open all the time. So like, there'd be days where like, you know, the employees can come. It's just for them. They get in free. They don't have to pay for nothing. Like, we can ride rides. There's times we could bring friends, like, or they do it where they shut down certain parts of the park for us. So that was cool. This could be a pro and a con when you run into people a lot. Like, it's Six Flags, so like everybody goes there, so you're guaranteed to see people. So if you want to see people, that's like the place to work. That and like Walmart would be the place to work if you actually want to see people. And it's like, you know, you're working in the heat and you're working in the cold, so like they provided you a jacket if you worked in the fall time. They would give you like this paper fucking thin windbreaker for free. But anything, like, they had like this sweater, like a pullover sweater, but that was like fucking $20. I remember I had it. I had to pay for it. It wasn't free. And I didn't get a fucking reimbursement for it after. So of course I didn't give that shit back. I kept it. I fucking paid for that shit. Like, you're not getting this back unless I get my fucking, I think it was like fucking $25 for it. Like, it was not cheap. And I barely even used it, which fucking sucked. They rarely ever closed. Once again, they were open in the fucking summer. So like, they would, like, literally there'd be days where like it was so hot, rides were fucking breaking down, customers getting stuck on rides and all that other crazy shit, and they would just be open. Like, half the rides shut down, but we're open. Like, only time it was closed if it rained too hard to the point where they knew people weren't gonna fucking come because it's pouring, raining all day. And that would be something where it's like, okay, anybody after this time, you don't have to come in. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, rides would stop working. Like, that weather would really dictate how the rides were. Like, and I was like, these people are fucking stupid. Like, if you just walk by the Mind Eraser and the Mind Eraser was fucking shut down for an hour because it was so hot, or like because the ride was malfunctioning, why are you so gung-ho to be the first person to jump on the fucking ride again? Like, and last thing I have on here, yeah, is it was fast-paced. It was very fast-paced, and it was low-paying. So Six Flags paid you like that bare minimum. It was I think at the time, I think the minimum wage was like $11. So they gave you like the bare minimum. Yeah, no benefits, no none of that. So yeah, I absolutely hated Six Flags. And when I say I just stopped showing up was when I finally got, Six Flags had opened an official like every day, and I got my schedule, because they gave your schedule like 2 weeks in advance. And I saw that, and we got paid bi-weekly. And that's another thing too. They used to fuck with our money a lot. There was quite a few times where I had to go sign waivers. They're like, we overpaid you, we underpaid you, we da-da-da-da. And there was a lot of times that they was playing with people's money. Like, and I mean, not just me. I mean, like, as like a whole like retail department, there were times a bunch of us had to go sign waivers and shit. Like, it was weird. So they used to play with people's money too. But yeah, there just wasn't much support. No one really cared. Like, it was like, I mean, my like leads, like, they were nice or whatever, but it's like, if the rest of the company's like shit, that little one person or two people isn't really gonna matter. But yeah, so that was that. I just stopped fucking showing up because I saw that that's what I was talking about. I just stopped showing up because I looked at my schedule and I saw they had put me at that store, that Glow store again, for like 2 weeks straight. Like, she had put me there for like 2 weeks straight, and I deliberately went and told her, I was like, could you really try to avoid putting me in that store? Could you switch somebody else? Like, you could easily put somebody else there, but you keep choosing to put me. And I saw that I was there for 2 weeks, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not going. So, you know what? Matter of fact, I did quit. I quit in the beginning of June because I graduated June 3rd. And they kept telling me, they're like, yo, we can't book you for all these hours until you bring in your diploma showing that you graduated. So, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring it in. Never brought that shit in because I just stopped showing up. It took them 3 days. They called me for 3 days straight. Are you gonna come in for your shift? Are you gonna come in for your shift? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come in. Yeah. Did fucking go in. Like, I remember the third day too. I was at my niece's, my cousin's daughter's birthday party, and I'm like, no, nigga, this is day 3 of me telling y'all I'm coming. No, I'm not coming. And that was the last call I ever got, and I went like a couple days after that and tried to check for my schedule. My whole schedule was clear, and that was that. Like, I didn't want to fucking work there anyway. And also, like, where it was, like, my mom, it was conflicting with her schedule, and I would have had a hard time getting back and forth to work anyway. So it was one of those things where, like I said, I just got the job because I wanted to go to prom, and I had to pay for my own shit. So that's the only reason why I had the job. So, and my prom was like the day after Memorial Day. My prom was on a fucking Tuesday. They didn't want us to have no fun, even though we still did. But that's besides the point. So this is the end of the video. I fucking hated working for Six Flags, and I never want to go back. So RIP my nigga Wally. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share for more videos like this, because it makes your girl happy. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.